Welcome to the first qualifying session of Season 2 of the F.2.M.J.A.C. As we see all the drivers still currently in the pit lane, Kevin and Carrera, the only rookies on the grid. As we see Cole Palmer now in the number 14 Prix Racing came out of the pits. There is two other drivers out on the pits. That is Matthew Hart moving to Apex Academy. Of course, last season he suffered an injury and missed out most of the season, but now he's back with APX. Victor Levi out on the circle with his teammate Verstio. As we see the other Primo of Arthur coming out along with the number 2 of Enoch. Of course, he took his first race win at the final round of Season 1, and there is our reigning world champion, Gabriel. As we now see the other APS of David Pearson, also the VAR of Moxie, no last name in the 5, and the two ARTs, Carlos Edrado and Car Singh coming out. Saragi in the MP now driving in the number 4 of last season. They finished second in the championship. As we now see the Invictor of Zygmunt and the number 10 of Yanis Dos Santos coming out of the pit. We still see the abbreviation is GIA, but for the second race we'll change it to GDS, which is what he applied this season. As we see Arthur still currently in Sector 2, heading close to Sector 3, while his teammate Cole Palmer comes to the line to start his flying lap of the session, but he's going to encounter traffic in, I think, one of the Campos drivers, in fact, of Tommy Yu in the number 9, of course, a relative of Arnold and Enoch Yu, as we see Victor Levi on the 24 crossing the line to start his flying lap of the session, along with the 17 of Hart and Chaos and Delay, as Olivier Labarre has to let go of the Scotsman or the British driver, but I think I'm still going to call him Scotsman because he did register as a Scottish driver, but for some reason the game just shows him as British. Anyways, as we see Zigo having to let another driver through, I think it was Gabriel, as we see Henry Wall crossing the line in the 26 Trident to start his flying lap of the session. Here comes the number 7 of Zygmunt to the line as he starts his flying lap, along with the number 10 of Yanis Dos Santos. Kevin in the 21 coming to the line, one of two full-time rookies this season. We technically could count Hart as a rookie, but he did race for 2 races last season, but this is his first full season in the sport because, as we said earlier, he suffered an injury. As we see Hart setting in time to go third, fastest Victor Levi goes second, while Cole Palmer, of course, at the top. Here comes Enoch Yu to the line in the number 2 Dams Lucas Oil as he goes 5th fastest, immediately pipped by Matthew Hart. Arthur goes 6th fastest. Here comes Moxie, no last name, he says the fastest Sector 3 as he goes 4th fastest. Whatever, Gabriel, the reigning series champion, goes 5th fastest, as we see Tommy Yu currently in Sector 2. Henry Borg in the 26 is going to cross the line in the Trident as he goes up to 9th place. Here comes his own teammate Arnold Yu for an outlap. Saragi in the MP goes to P11. Zygmunt to the line, he goes up to P8. Yanis Dos Santos goes 7th fastest. Here comes Madeo, last season's runner-up in the number 3 MP Motorsport. He goes to 18th, currently slowest of the runners. As we see Tommy Yu coming around the final corner to the line is the Hong Kong driver in the Campos number 9 as he goes up to 18th in front of the Belgium driver in Madeo. Here comes Crystal Labal to the line. She goes to 19th in front of Madeo. What about Olivier Labal? He goes to 20th behind his teammate. Here comes the rookie David Carrera at his home Grand Prix. He goes to 19th as we now see Taralo Zigo in the 8th going 20th fastest. And now finally is Arnold Yu, who has to face a bit of traffic by the end of this as he's been held up by the ART as he goes up to P22. With 1 minute and 49 seconds to go, we will take a look at the pecking orders. Chaos Andale on top with a 59-1-2-1. Then it's Cole Palmer, Victor Levi's home Grand Prix, Moxie, no last name, reigning series champion Gabriel, Carlos Edrado, Yanis Dos Santos, David Pearson, Zygmunt and Verstio running out the top 10. Then is Henry Borg from rookie Kevin. Then is Matthew Hart, Saragi, Arthur, Enoch Yu, Car Singh, Tommy Yu. 3 Hong Kong drivers together. Then is David Carrera, who is the last of the Brazilian drivers. Then is Taralo Zigo, Crystal Labal, Arnold Yu, the other rode-in of Olivier Labarre, and finally it is Madeo. As we now see Crystal coming into the pit along with her teammate Olivier Labarre. Both Laballs are now in the pit. Half of the grid is already out for a outlap, including Enoch Yu, On this wet Interlagos circuit, here comes Tarolo Zigo while his teammate Zygmunt came out of the pits. There's only about 50 seconds to go in this qualifying session. Arnold Yu in the Trident coming in to the pits as we're now on board with him. We see Saragi and Dawid Pearson out on the track along with the other APX Academy of Matthew Hart as he gets to the line to start his final flying lap of the session along with Enoch Yu with 30 seconds to go. Here comes Victor Levi to the line as he starts his flying lap of the session. Here comes Cole Palmer in the number 14. He's going to start his flying lap. I'm not sure if Chaos Andale will get to the line in time. We're currently on board with the number 25 AIX of Versteo. There is only less than 5 seconds to go. Versteo comes to the line and he just about gets the line in time to start a lap as the clock hits 0. Kevin will miss the checkered flag. Enoch Yu is currently in Sector 2 heading to Sector 3. Matthew Hart is now coming round the final corner. The number 17 of Hart, the Scotsman who suffered an injury last season, back out on the circuit. Could he put in a good lap? He does go up to 6th place. Here comes Enoch Yu in the dams. He stays in 16th. Victor Levi to the line. He stays on the 2nd row. We're not sure about his teammate Verstier. Here comes Cole Palmer. Could he snatch pole position from Andale? No, he stays 2nd, but he is 0.027 seconds off pole position. As we now look to the final driver in the number 25 AIX of Verstier at his home Grand Prix. He's coming to the line and he goes up to 9th place as the qualify session ends. That's it then for qualifying here at Interlagos. Let's see the times. It's Chaos Andale on top with a 59.121. Then it's Cole Palmer, Victor Levi, Moxie, no last name, Gabriel, Matthew Hart, Carlos Ricardo, Yanis Dos Santos, Verstier, and Dawid Pearson running at the top 10. Then it's Zygmunt, Henry Bull, Kevin Saragi, Arthur Enoch Yu, Casting, Tommy Yu, Davi Circurera, Taralo Zigo, Crystal Labal, Arnold Yu, Olivia Labal, and Madeo. We will see you soon for the main event as the IMRF returns.